and it's pretty powerful, but
Alright, so the
it,
first monster set is called Zand.
yeah, that I actually tested that one.
Is it
It's
good?
a it depends. I mean, it has its uses. I mean, it's pretty powerful.
What were you tested it on? Like, what kind of character?
Mac DK.
Okay. Well, they always end up patching everything, so.
Yeah,
So, first item, it adds spell critical. Okay, 135. Second item,
yeah,
when you deal critical damage with a light or heavy attack to a nearby enemy, a beam of fire con- will connect to your enemy. I'm sorry. The beam
yeah,
deals 560 flame damage every 1 second to your enemy for 5 seconds. Every second, every second, this
yeah,
damage increases by 50%.
yeah,
The beam is broken if enemy moves 10 meters away from you. So it's kind of like Jesus beam or like radiant oppression,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's sort of the same. Yeah,
Do you know this is good for a DK,
yeah,
a dark elf
it,
DK. If you have
yeah,
that with the sun or burning
yeah.
soul,
I actually have a high elf one, but I do run the sun and spell weave with those. So
oh, it looks pretty
it,
cool.
yeah, it is. It does a decent amount of damage. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But again, I mean, it's one target, and it's it's a kind of a it has that range. So if you're not up in its face, then it's not really useful.
All
But
right,
for especially for PvP, I could see that if you're that sort of close range,
let's see. The second one is monster set, Thurbocon, something like that.
yeah,
They have some weird names, but some pretty cool. All
yeah,
right, so this one it's adds 196 maximum health. So what, a tank, I guess.
yeah, it's more of a tank set, I guess.
When a nearby enemy damages you, summon a whirling pool of the. Okay, yeah. Disease damage for 1 second and inflicted with main and minor defile increases the damage done. Healer receive a. Yeah, it's for a tank. So, nah, I mean, let's see
Yeah,
how it looks. Ah, okay. Doesn't look bad. It looks alright. But they always end up patching everything, so we'll see. We'll see what.
yeah,
Alright, let's see what the dungeon sets are. Where are you? Where are you? Where are they? Oh, right here. So this is medium armor, I guess, because it's stamina. So trapping of the invigorators or invigoration,
yeah.
invigoration.
It's pretty similar to Warlock. It has that same kind of.
Add 16 stamina recovery. 16. Okay. Adds 140 maximum stamina. Add 16 stamina recovery. When you cast an ability while under 33% stamina, you restore 1,151 stamina. This effect can occur once every 1 minute.
Yeah,
Alright.
those numbers, they don't represent the. I think they're sort of if you were level 1 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, probably they doing this because we're level ones right now. I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know. Alright, so the second set. So this is a heavy set. Adds 154 maximum health. Adds 16 magical recovery, stamina recovery. Adds 4 healing taken. Increases the magic and stamina. Your heavy attacks restored by 30%.
yeah, it's a tank set definitely, or a sort of defensive set because you do get resources back with heavy attacks. So,
Yeah.
but
Alright.
it's pretty mental because the resource gain is already pretty ridiculous as it is. And since they changed that whole off balance thing, that if you heavy attack an off balanced target, you get double the resources or something. I don't know. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Alright, let's look at this one. The light set. Okay. So magical recovery, healing done, increases duration of magic buff. Oh, okay, this is the one of the dungeon we were doing, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it increases it by 40% though, but 40% of 3% is like 1 point. 1.2, 1.2, I guess.
Yeah,
It's alright.
yeah, that's definitely gonna get nerfed simply because of PvP.
Yeah, but if
That's
it doesn't,
yeah,
it's gonna be good though. Imagine wearing
yeah,
that with
yeah.
for your DK
Or a Sork.
or Sork with neck
Yeah,
opponents.
yeah. I can see a Sork army in PvP.
Yeah.
That's I don't really know what the cap is with that. I think it's maybe I don't know 12 or 6 or no idea.
All right. So this is the other one, the other heavy set. Maximum health, spell damage, weapon damage. When hitting a or taunting a monster with a full charge heavy attack, enemy taunt, or for full charge heavy attack, you would deal a bonus of 1,540 physical damage every 7 seconds, like a tank.
Yeah, I think that's pretty weird. Since as a tank you're not really doing DPS anyways, but I think the max value is something like 12k, which is
I like this
pretty.
one, the legacy one. Spell critical, spell damage, spell critical. When you deal critical damage with a single target magic ability, you launch a fire, ice shock, or disease bug at all your targets that deals 1650 damage and applies a status effect. This effect can occur once every 10 seconds. It's too long though, too long of a wait.
Yeah, the cooldown is pretty. But what really throws me off is that disease, because disease it does scale with different CP.
If well, it almost sounds like Bellatrix, like the disease. So if you put that on with Bellatrix,
Yeah, but it doesn't really make sense because the rest of the, what you get is it's purely based on magic a character, and since it's very weird because Fire Eye, it would make sense if it was like magic damage, but since it's disease damage, it scales with totally different, it scales with your weapon damage, max stamina, and then CP related to that. So it's really a weird,
and they also have
weird.
trial sets, right?
Yeah, there's nothing new unless you have done those new ones. Wait,
Let's see. So what are the trial sets?
mm,
I don't think there's none because all I see is the same one. Quick Serpent, unless it's Vicious Serpent,
yeah, I think it's in medium. Yeah.
and there's only one, right?
Let me check. Trial sets. Are they there? Mm,
Because there's three serpents. There's Quick Serpent, there's Poisonous Serpent, and then there's Vicious Serpent. Those have
Vicious Serpent is, Vicious Ophidian. Quick Serpent, it's
the two Snake Fang, probably. Is it?
no Quick Serpent. It's kind of like it's very similar to Vicious Ophidian, but it's more focused, I suppose, in PvP because Minor Slayer only applies to mobs and such.
So
But that's a pretty good if you do run a stamina setup because you do get that cost reduction and movement speed and all that, which is great for PvP. It's kind